would you do if you seen your coworker on a dating site? You know, Hinge, Bumble, Facebook, POF, I'm Black, all of them. Would you swipe left or would you swipe right? Join us to talk about workplace etiquette.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Black Girls Den. Tune in for a new episode today. As you all know, I'm your girl Sheree.
And I'm Alicia.
So yeah, we are going to be talking about some workplace etiquette. But before we hop into this juicy tea, we always start out with our Den Diaries, as y'all know. So yeah, we're going to get into what are we wearing today. Miss Alicia, what do you have on?
Period. I have this brown, so you know I'm matching the tone of the show.
Okay.
This brown shirt is actually from Walmart, so don't sleep on it. Quarter sleeve. Mm-hmm. It's really cute. And I like the, what's this called?
Like the scoop neck?
The material. The material
Mm-hmm.
is thin. It's not really hot. Then I got my ripped jeans. These are my favorite ripped jeans. I love ripped jeans. And I got them from Rue 21. But you can't wear them to work. But that's not about the workplace.
Right.
This is at home working on Fridays. So that's what I have on. What do you have on?
So today, guys, I do not have on any Shein items. So no Shein queen. Right. So I actually have on Mika's. I have a Barbie shirt. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. So yeah, it's a Barbie shirt with women of color. You can see the lady in the front of the center has an afro. So I love that. And then I have on shorts actually from TJ Maxx that I got. They have Barbie on them as well. And then I have like some little slides on from Mika's, the little knockoff Yeezys. Mm-hmm. And then jewelry wise, I got a bracelet on that says hottie because you know we in our hot girl summer, hot girl period.
Hey, hot girl era.
I don't know if I'm a hot girl. I might be lukewarm this summer. Don't take it as you will. And I got a little ring from Amazon too.
It's on the wrong finger.
Right, but I switch it over when I go out.
Period.
If I don't want to talk to some dusties.
I'm married. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot I have my scarf.
Oh,
I
yes.
love a good scarf. On this is that scarf when you like I need to get my hair done type thing. So yes, I have my scarf on, but yeah, that's what I'm wearing today.
So yeah, guys, with our Den Diaries, we're doing something a little bit different. We are doing a this or that segment, but it's going to be workplace career oriented. So we're going to get into these questions. So of course, as y'all know, if y'all resonate with the questions, please let us know what you would do in the comments below as well. So the first one is this or that. High paying job that you hate or low paying job that you love.
What would you do? I will choose high paying job that I hate for $2,000, Alex.
2,000? Mm-hmm. Ooh. I don't know. Low paying job that you love. I would say maybe low paying job because I feel like if I do a job for so long and I hate it, I'm going to just be in misery. Like, I'm going to be making money. I ain't going to be able to enjoy myself, though, while I'm there. Because your job is so much of your livelihood, I feel like.
Yeah, but a high-paying job because I'll be working remotely from the beach.
Oh, okay.
Low-paying
well, if
job.
I could do that. But you said you hate it, though. So
I would still hate my job, but I would still get paid because then I'm going to have a low-paying job that I love. And guess what? I'm going to be crying every day because I'm going to be broke. I'm going to be pissed. And I don't want to do that.
Okay, I'll switch mine to high. If it's remotely.
Yeah, high paying job that you hate. Yeah, I feel like I don't have to really love my work because at the end of the day, people are like, love what you do, love what you do. Mm-hmm. You don't love anything. You have to work. That's what you have to do.
Right.
So I don't love to work. I work because it is something I have to do. So I might as well do something that's going to make me the most money that I can be able to use to have resources because money is a resource.
Absolutely.
To be able to build. So I would take the high paying job, then find me a high paying partner, then I would quit my job and then he would be paying. It's all in the plan, you know. So that's me.
So the next one is, would you rather have a micromanaging boss or a boss that is incompetent? I'm going to say a boss that's incompetent so I can run that. Because I can't deal with nobody keeping tabs on me or like you doing this, da-da-da-da-da. Like I can't stand the whole micromanagement thing. Like I'm just not here for it. Some people are okay with it. I have no problem with authoritative figures or following rules or anything like that. But somebody's on my neck. Every little thing I do, I cannot. I'd rather deal with somebody that's not that equipped with a job. We can work with you.
See, that's why I have a a tough one because I think I would prefer a micromanager.
Really?
Yeah, just because I know what to expect. With someone that's incompetent, you don't know they expect. They gonna be like, do this, then switch it. That's gonna make me frustrated more. Right. At least a micromanager, you know what they want, you know what they're gonna like, and then you could just go straight. And that's okay. They're gonna want this at 10. They're gonna want this like this. Like with incompetent, baby, they barely know the job, and then you sitting here, well, you want to do this way, then and you gotta do this way.
They try to get their job.
You said what?
That's why you can try to go for their job.
Oh yeah, no, child, because they ain't gonna try to call me incompetent because I'm like, I didn't even know what I was doing. So I wouldn't want someone's incompetent because then that stifles your growth kind of when it comes to skills and stuff. Yeah, it's like, okay, great, I work with an incompetent boss, but like a micromanager, I feel like they are gonna kind of be on you, or they're gonna like kind of be like
on your neck.
Yeah, like foot on it. But it's like at least you know what to expect. I have this, and that, and I kind of work like that. Like I'm working to do, like I am working the job to do it. Let's get it done. Let's keep it moving. Versus like incompetent, you like this might be this, so then I have to worry about this. I need you to know what's going on. So
right, I get it.
A micro man.
Me, I can't deal with somebody just on my note. No, I can't.
Yeah,
I'm too individualized for that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, child, I've had those kind of bosses and they stress me out.
Okay, lunch with your boss or a coworker you don't get along with.
Lunch with my boss.
Period. Lunch with my boss. My boss is cool, so I would like to have lunch with her any day versus somebody at my job I don't like. No, thank you.
No, thank you. No bueno.
Okay, the next one is work only holidays with no holiday pay or work all year long with no holidays off.
This is a tough one.
Which one would you choose?
Only holidays with no holiday pay? I would work only holidays with no holiday pay if I'm going to get the same amount.
Same amount of money? I think I would too. I'd work all holidays. If I could get paid the same amount working all year long, yeah, I'm going to work all holidays.
Yeah. So I ain't got no kids.
And I don't care about getting the double pay. Because if I'm off like 300 days out of the year, child, holidays are not even that much. So you would work maybe like what?
Once 15? A month. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, once a month or twice a month or something like that. Yeah, all holidays I work.
Holiday me, please.
Which would you rather? A team of 3 or a team of 12?
Depending on the job, because I've had a team of 3. And I've also had like a team of 12. Well, a team of like 4 or 5. And depending on how much work the job is, I would say that a bigger team, you can spread it out. Versus like the small team, you can get it overwhelmed. But I do like the small team. Because either if you hate or you love the people that you work with. But the small team is easier to like manage different personalities. And then it's easier to kind of just be like, okay, this is what you do, this is what you do. Other people, then it's like, well, half people ain't going to do the work, half people going to do the work, whatever. So I think I would say maybe like a team of 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a team of 3 because I'm an introvert. But I think it does depend on what job you're trying to do. If the procedure qualifies to have the job spread out, distributed between more people, then that's what we got to do.
Yeah, because like when I was an advisor, baby, it needs to be a team of 100 because it's 500 students and baby, I can't do all that. Right. But my job now is kind of like I can manage.
That's like probation officer. They be managing the 60, 80 cases. I'm like, child, y'all can spread that with a team of 10 and still be busy. Busy. How do you manage 60 people?
It's too much.
I can barely manage myself.
Okay, cannot.
The next one is, would you rather work by yourself or have to go into work and work from home? Would you rather work by yourself and have to go into work or work from home with a team?
Excuse me, of 10.
Of 10. Oh, yeah. A team of 10.
Yeah. So I probably would rather work by myself and have to go into work than work from home with a team of 10 because that's just too many Zoom meetings.
It is. I'm going to say work by myself.
As you see, we like working by ourselves.
But we work together. Yeah. The next question is go to school for 4 years and make $100K or go to school for 10 years and make $25K. That's your
$250K.
$250K. Go to school for 4 years and make $100K, or go to school for 10 years and make $250K. And this is your set salary. You can't change. That's you until you die.
Oh, I'm doing 10 years for $250K.
I would too.
Oh, you would?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I don't hate school that badly. I'd be like, okay, after 18 to 28, about the 20, I'm making $250,000. Good. Okay.
Every year?
Yes.
Yeah, I would do that 10 years because, child, I'm 10 years and I ain't making a quarter. I'm not making a quarter of none of
Right. Went to school for 6 years and making not even $100K.
Yeah, so. And it's sad. But I think there's also reality, too. Is like, you see people on Instagram talking, it's like, I make 6 figures. Like, everybody does not make 6 figures. And
no, they don't.
And we do not make 6 figures. And it's just like, that's what the reality of this is. Like, we gotta be like, we're educated, we're this, we're that. But it's like, everybody need to quit lying on social media because y'all do not make 6 figures, child. You just put the 6 together. Mm-hmm. You don't make it. And that is out of a reality of like, we have all of these degrees and like we barely are even making 6 figures. So it's kind of just like, annoying. So I need to make well over 6
figures.
Right.
The loans be loaning. And
okay. And
you got to make more money to pay them back.
The paychecks don't be paychecking.
Not at all.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, as we said in the beginning of the video, this episode is going to be talking about workplace etiquette. So we're going to be talking about the ins and outs of how we first got our jobs, experiences we've had, things to do, things not to do. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, let's get on into it.
But if y'all, would rather do the 4K, 100K, let us know. Mm-hmm. Let us know your answers for this or that before we jump into it. Let us know in the comments.
Yes. Starting with the workplace etiquette, I mean, me personally, I feel like there was a lot of things that I learned. I would say, for one, don't do business with your coworkers.
Like start a business?
I wouldn't say start a business, but I'm like saying like selling stuff personally. You got to know who you're dealing with, because when I did that backfired on me pretty badly. So that's one thing, is to know who you're dealing with at work.
What does that mean? What did you try to sell them?
Washer and dryer.
Oh, so like you're saying don't sell. Oh, like you're just saying sell stuff like at your house or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or just like being comfortable, like having like your coworkers come to your house and things like that. If you don't really know who you're dealing with or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How did it backfire? We need the tea.
That's a story in itself, but I'll try to make it real short.
Okay.
So basically, one of my subordinates at my job was moving into an apartment, and she needed a washer and dryer. So I was like, okay, I have one. It was just sitting at my parents' house, and I got it from a appliance store and everything like that. Everything was inspected. Like, it was a good washer and dryer set. It was a Whirlpool, and they delivered it. There was nothing wrong with it. It had just been sitting for a little bit. So we took the courtesy to go deliver it to her house, because she did not have any type of services. Like, she wasn't trying to get like a rental truck or nothing like that to get the washer and dryer. And plus, mind you, I lived 50 miles away from her to drop it off to her house. So still did that a courtesy.
That was a red flag.
Exactly. So drop it off to her. She did have friends to come load it off the truck, because I was like, baby, I don't have people. I was like, I'm not doing all that. I'm not bringing it to you and I have to try to find loaders. No, you're doing too much. So that was already irritating. So drop it off to her and everything like that. Me, as a person I am, I'm going to make sure everything's good. Make sure it's hooked up. Washers running fine. We did a small load before I left to make sure no water's leaking, the whole 9 yards. Like, that's how intricate I am, because like, if you're buying something from me that's $300-$400, or several hundred, I'm gonna make sure everything's straight. Like, I don't do people like that. So everything was good and whatnot. So then come about a week after she purchased it, then all of a sudden here comes the issue. She's like, oh, well, this washer's starting to leak or whatever. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, she was like, I don't know, like, water's kind of spilling out. So I'm like, mind you, the whole time I'm asking her, like, can you send me videos? Can you send me pictures? The girl's not trying to send me nothing, like nothing at all. So I'm like, baby, I don't know you like that. Like, I've known you for several months, but I don't know you enough to take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you are the type of person that might try to get over on somebody. And then she was like, well, I'm going to have my grandma's friend come inspect it. And I was like, well, before you do that, I was like, I can send somebody out. The person that I got it from, like the shop, the appliance shop, they have technicians that will come out to service everything. And she's like, no, girl, it's fine. I'll get somebody else. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to beg you or ask you again. If I already offered to pay for it to come out and see what the problem is, you don't want to take it, that's on you. So then supposedly she had her grandmother's friend come out. He did something to it, said something that like the drum or something like that needed to be replaced or something. I was like, what? Like, but she only said that after the fact, that when I called the appliance store, this is kind of where I slip up at, dealing with like a city slicker person. The lady was like, well, the only thing I can think of if the water was coming out, she was like, maybe like, you know, when it sets for so long, if it's in like a cold capacity, if you had like in your parents' garage, it could have froze, like a hose or something like that, or a tube could have burst or something. And she was like, that could cause water to leak. But she was like, that's highly unlikely. She was like, if it's in a climate controlled environment, like it's probably not that case or whatever. And she was like, plus if you're not physically seeing it come out and you did a load and everything, how could it start leaking after a week or something, you know, and it didn't do it the first time? I said, exactly. So that's what I explained to the girl. She's all like, oh yeah, well, basically what I told her, she stifled off of that and said something along the lines. I'm like, you wasn't saying that before though. You didn't say that until I started bringing up technical things. So I was like, okay, well, so what are you trying to do? I was like, I can have somebody come out. Again, I offered that to her, and she was like, well, he's saying it's going to cost like $400 or $500 or something like that to fix. I said, that's him. I said, I don't know who your grandmother's friend is. I said, but if he's not an actual technician or he don't have no credentials or like whatever, and then plus on top of that, she tried to say that he replaced him. I'm like, oh, where are the receipts? Couldn't provide me nothing. Couldn't provide me anything he replaced. Couldn't even show me a video of him working on it. Nothing. And I'm supposed to just take this girl's word. Like, no. Mm-mm. So finally, I sent out a technician from the shop that I got it from. He's charged me like 40 or 50 or something like that to come. I was like, okay, cool. Took it apart. He said, there's not a damn thing wrong with this washer. He said, the only thing I can think of is she's overloading it. He said, I've ran 2 loads since I've been here and have not seen nothing leak. Finally, she has sent me a picture that had some water underneath it. Anybody could do that. They look like Boo Boo the Fool. Somebody could just threw a piece of, a cup of water underneath that. And
she didn't know she was an investigator.
Yeah. And then like, girl, who do you think you're dealing with? You're talking to a grown ass woman and you are this little teeny bopper trying to think you're going to play me over $300, $400.
She thought you was going to give her that money.
Yeah. I thought I was going to give it back. No, ma'am. I said, you bought the washer and dryer as is. It was hooked up. And everything was fine when I left. I'm not giving you anything back. Mm-hmm. Plus, on top of that, I said, you're not even that thirsty for money. Because when I come in the next week, she got a whole sleeve on her arm that she just got tagged. Talking about it cost $500-$600. So you can't be that hurt for money when you just got a whole sleeve.
That's why she needed it.
Exactly. And she went to Vegas or something like that after that. Like, she actually hit me up when she was on her trip. So I was like, oh, you thought I was going to slide you this couple hundred back while you out in Vegas? No, ma'am.
No, I'm not.
So, yeah, that's why I said be careful of who you do business with at your job.
Oh,
Nightmare experience. I will never sell anything to anybody else that I work with. Point blank, period.
That's good. That's a good one because she tried it. I feel like one thing that I learned at like my first job, and I've had a lot of jobs, so I would say like my first really professional jobs, is you can't trust everybody and people are sneaky. And that is why I do not add friends or not friends, I meant add coworkers on social media. Because there's one person, I will not say their name, they went back and told the boss, I basically got fired. Because they were saying that I was doing something. It was like my a job that I really enjoyed.
Ooh, what they say you was doing?
Not to try to get tea. Well, they basically say like I was offering services that I was doing at the job. Okay. Okay, let me clear that up because I don't need this clip to go viral.
So offering services,
that I offered at the job. Basically, yes, I was a content manager, and it was.
You were like breaching like a non-compete.
Yes,
thing. Gotcha.
Yes. Which I necessarily didn't think it was a non-compete because I wasn't competing with her the same people. It's like I signed a non-compete, but also I didn't really know what a non-compete was. But also, again, if you think about I'm out there trying to make money, I'm trying to survive, I'm trying to do different things. And me as a person, I'm not going to do that. But also people don't know who your character is, so I can see how it is. But like, I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to try to be shysty and stuff like that. But they went back and told them, and they were cooler with the boss, like they was family. So then she basically believed her family, but then when it comes back out is the fact that her family didn't play her, but she ended up coming to me and wanting to apologize to me because she was saying that she should have kept me on. So that was her loss. I didn't want to burn any bridges, but yeah, that's kind of what happened. But it was a guy. He wasn't my friend. I didn't really know him. But somehow he was just like on my social media or something like that. And so that's why like I don't even really add people on social media. Even my other coworker, she was my coworker's friend. She's like, I started when they be asking for my Instagram, because I am a content creator. I have a lot of different Instagrams. So I would give my like play Instagram. Then she kind of found. I was like, how'd you find it? She's like, I just typed in your name. I was like, okay. I was like, we're not friends. We kind of coworkers. But then when I leave, then I do give like my actual stuff, because I'm like, I'm not giving y'all my social media, because I do things on my social media. I say things on my social media. You might want to talk about your job on your social media. That's why I don't really put my job out there on social media or anything for real. So that's kind of what happened. So learning is like, I still don't put my friends on social media, because before that I was adding people kind of sometimes, but I always knew like those jobs I wasn't staying, so I really didn't care. But like to block people off your social media, that's bosses, that's people, that's anybody, because you know TikTok loves like people you may know. I don't know them. Right. Or then like when you're on LinkedIn, when you do a job, I don't want. I got
the settings off. It always asks me if I want to turn it on. No, sir.
Like, no, I do not want that. I don't want these people to know anything that I'm doing, because they're also not your coworker. But then on the flip, they're also not your friends. But on the flip side, it's also like, dang, some of that is that I do meet my friends. Being like a transplant in a new city, you kind of meet your first friends at your job. So it's kind of like you got to judge the situation.
Yeah, you got to assess.
So yeah, you got to assess and know how to judge it. But that's something that happened at the first, like my first job. And I was like, whoa, like this is crazy, you know? So from that point on, I'm just like, distance, kind of just chill
just
or whatever.
Entry level already. You're already learning like, dang, I can't even open up to people because they're gonna try to stab you in my back.
Yeah, stab you in my back. And it's like, what are you even doing? Like, I am so confused, and I'm not that type of person. So yeah, and then
that happened to me too.
That
losing my job. I worked at a law firm, and this girl tried to say I was on my phone during a court case. I think I told you this. And I was doing the exhibits for the case. So I'm like, how could I be on my phone when I have to actively be pulling them out, part of the case going on? Like, if I was doing that, I'm pretty sure an attorney would even call me out and be like, ma'am, can you please get off your phone? Like, because they didn't hold back. Attorneys, like, they will speak their mind, especially in a court hearing or something. No, ma'am. They don't play that. So she was cooler with the boss, the manager. She had been there longer than me too. Plus, I didn't really work with that girl. She was actually a contractor. She didn't actually work for the law firm. So she came in sometimes. So I was like, I've only worked with her a couple times. I'm like, that was my second experience. And she basically snaked me and got me fired. But I'm like, it was a he said, she said type thing. Because I'm like, where's the evidential proof? We work at a law firm, but you're not showing them that I was on my phone. You could have recorded me and did that or something. You're just going to go off of what she said. That doesn't seem fair. So that's neither here and there. I was about to open up an EEO case with that law firm of discrimination, but I didn't want to go in that deep. So
yeah, and I was thinking about doing it too, but yeah, I was like, I'm not going to.
That was the only full African American woman that worked there.
Yeah, you just look, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go on, because then guess what? God bless. Then that job didn't give me no benefits. It barely even pays. I'm like, I was working 2 jobs, so just got a new job and kept it moving.
I was happy to get fired because that job had me working 12 to 14 hours a day, and it was just too extensive.
Yeah, so
and had to work from home.
Oh, dang. Yeah. It's crazy. The next thing that I would say that something that I didn't expect on my first job is to know that, well, clearly all skin folk ain't kin folk. Is that what they say? And yeah, you really got to look out for yourself. And then also a bigger issue that I have seen that I don't know how much I'm going to talk about it is colorism in the workplace is real, even with your kinfolk, and how colorism of the root and also having male bosses is really a tough transition from having women bosses to male bosses to men bosses, or whichever one you want to say. And then so that's a whole other conversation, but that's something to even think about in your first job, like, okay, like you having a male boss, like it's a different experience than you having a, I don't like the word female, so I'm not going to say female, I'm going to say women boss, so I'm going to say women and men. And then also just thinking of how you show up and how you look, like, you know, we're women, so you got to be like, okay, is this going to be too short? Is this too much? Like, you got to think about how you dress, how you walk, and you know, kind of like how you present yourself a lot, like with your outfits and what you wear, and then even how you talk and what you say. Like, you're going to be judged a lot by appearance, and then also you're going to be judged, like, even like being darker skin, lighter skin, or whatever, and the colorism and how people treat you and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, I hear about it, but I don't think I was really like, this can happen to me, or this can affect
the microaggressions are real, because I had them when I worked at the law firm. Like I said, I was the only full African-American woman that worked there, so everyone else was biracial or like a woman of color, you know. And they would make comments about my hair, like if I wore my natural hair, they would, oh, it's cute and stuff, but if I wore like a wig or something, they'd be like, oh, we like your hair straighter. Excuse me? You like my hair what? Because I didn't ask you for your opinion in the first damn place, like about my wig.
But it's different when it's like people that are not of color than when it is like people actually of color and different things that you see. But
it definitely is. But it's still cringy either way for a white woman to tell me that she likes my hair straighter than my natural curly state.
Well, one of my white, she was like an older white woman. She's boss. She actually really did touch my hair. I didn't think too much. Yeah, nobody's like ever touched my hair, but she's like, "Oh, I like your hair. It's purple." I'm like,
people try to touch my hair all the time.
I did not ask you to touch my hair. Like, no, thank you.
Right.
And is it yours? Yes, it is. It's real. Thank you. I bought it. So yeah, even just knowing that, like, so it is kind of something that you have to deal with. But I mean, working around all black people, I don't really like the hair questions. I mean, I don't get the hair questions. I don't get the looks. I don't get the whatever. But it is just like a professional setting, because I was nervous to wear, because I love color. I like purples, blues. Like, I love different like colors in my hair, whatever. But so I was even thinking about that, and kind of, you got to know what industry you work in.
Yes.
And so going back to the workplace etiquette, you kind of got to know what you can do in the field that you're working in.
Right.
Some places you can be more creative with your hair. You could be more colorful. You could be more out, you know, but like some is like tie. Like, I just know I can't do suit and tie. Right. I can't do dress up, baby. I barely could do business professional. Give me business casual or give me casual.
I love business casual.
Yeah, I like casual. Actually, I like sweats and a t-shirt, but you know, I could dress it up, make it real for you. What Future say? I'm just playing. But yeah, it's like you kind of got to know what the industry you're going in if you're engineering. But some people work from home, so you know, you just work shirt balance. But you got to know, like, nursing, of course, you wear like,
unless you on a Zoom call, you got to get on your Zoom.
Yeah, unless you know, like nursing, they wear scrubs. But like, you got to know, like, if you're going into the law firm, of course, that's like business, you know.
Right.
So you kind of got to know like what to wear and like how you have to dress for that occasion. But I know Sheree loves to say where to shop for clothes at, so you should tell them where they can find.
Well, a lot of people do sleep on Shein. I feel like Shein is a good place for professional clothing. Back when I actually had to dress up though, Shein didn't exist. So I got my clothes off Amazon, and also just went to like TJ Maxx and Ross and stuff like that to get like the business casual shirts, like collared shirts, dress pants. And don't sleep on Walmart either.
Yeah,
because Walmart baby got the pants and got the shoes and everything. So that's why my job that I have now, I have to wear a uniform. We wear like our collared polo shirts and stuff like that. But all my business casual pants come from Walmart. And as far as shoes, I wear sneakers because I'm in a physical security environment. But beforehand, like the heels and stuff like that, I would get them from Ross, TJ Maxx. Or if you even on a budget even more and you're a thrifting girly, I would say hit up Goodwill, Salvation Army or something like that, or Macari online. There's so many different places.
Heard of Macari, yeah. I shop at Walmart. I did do like Forever 21.
Oh, Forever 21 is a good place too.
Yeah, and I used to do Charlotte Russe, but that was like back in the day. But JCPenney's used to have some stuff. It's a hit or miss with JCPenney sometimes.
Yeah.
But you can even go like to Dillard, to Macy's, to Belk. Like they have some. You do kind of got to do a little digging. But I have recently discovered, like I said, Old Navy is kind of good depending on what you're looking for. So that's kind of where I do my shopping at for my clothes and stuff. That. So if you're looking to like, you know, spruce it up, you know, you can go to those places. But online is actually out here. So,
and I would say another big thing of workplace etiquette is punctuality, being on time for work. You know, some jobs you can show up 2 minutes, you can show up on time. Now, if you in the military, how I was going to PT and drill and stuff like that, showing up 5 minutes before, no ma'am, you are going to get eaten up alive. You have to be there at least 20 minutes because you need to be there 15 minutes before your first segment, like you guys have in the morning time. So, you know, personally, you should be there 25 minutes.
Yeah, in the military, on time is late. That's why I never went.
So, yeah. And with my job now, I can show up like right on time and still be on time. Some people come 15 minutes early. Some people even come 30 minutes early. It depends on you. But like, depending on what kind of job you have, they may require you to be there 30 to 45 minutes early. So just ask those type of things in the interview, or like if you got the job already, look into the workplace etiquette. Like,
is this a 40-hour job? Ask the question, is this a 40-hour work with this salary? Now, if I'm early, I'm getting there on time, baby, because I need a clock in. Okay,
right?
Salary, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there on time. One of my jobs, they really look like, so if they look really hard, but some of my jobs, it doesn't really matter or whatever sometimes. But yeah, some people are like, you have to be on time. You have to do this. Like if you have meetings and stuff like that, you're gonna have to do it. But if you just come in and you could just slide in, you know, it could be a little bit more flexible or whatever. But I would say you got to ask to kind of see like what type of environment you are in. If they're like stricklers, child, if they're stricklers and you feel like you're a little lax, maybe get a work from home job.
Right.
But if you feel like you could be on time, like I am a strickler on time and different things like that. But like if you're like, oh, to be 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late, and I don't like 5 minutes late, 10 minutes late or whatever, but sometimes you can get there early. Like sometimes it is good to get there early so you could just not feel rushed. So when you feel like you're just in there, you're like, whoo, okay.
That's how I am.
Yeah, you like, even if you want to scroll on social media, even if you just want to get your stuff together because you need your lunch bag, your computer, like you got so much stuff to take into work. So it's like just to get there, to just park, to just sit there for like 10 minutes. Sometimes it's just good so you don't just feel rushed, or to get your stuff and then you can kind of just be in your office if you have one and just to like chill out. Like you could don't feel rushed to turn your computer on, do everything. Like you could just sit.
That be me. I be coming on time. I'm trying to check my email real quick before I do
that. Like check. I'm
like trying to get my coffee. And I'm like, why don't I just get here 15, 20 minutes early so I don't have to rush? I'm getting paid for it anyway.
Yeah, so it's just like if you feel like you want to get your coffee. I know like before I had to like go put my lunch in the like refrigerator or whatever. I don't really do that now. But I had to go put my lunch in the refrigerator. You gotta go walk out, get your office. You gotta turn your lights on. You gotta turn your computer on. So it's like sometimes you can get there early just so that you can like sit. But once you get into your routine, you know, then you might not have to get there as early and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, so I would say that would go into like that networking etiquette and stuff like that. And then sometimes it's really hard to navigate the space being like maybe even you're the only woman, maybe you're the only color, like the only woman of color, like only black woman. So like that does kind of get hard to navigate as well. So I know you were saying that you was the only like black woman.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, have you ever had that experience? That's been my whole career. Like, yeah, if I have worked with any other person that's black, they're typically not a woman. They're usually a male.
Yeah, no, I did work at the daycare one time, and it was like, well, that was women, but I was like I wasn't even the only black woman. So no, I really can't think of the time where I've been like the only black woman in the space where it's just like been all like I'm the only colored person. I don't say
I have. Black person. And it goes from like living in Kentucky and stuff too, because you worked in Atlanta. So I would say here in Louisville, minorities are very scarce, especially in the criminal justice field. We need more of you.
Yeah, but that is something that I looked at too. I'm cracking up. But like when I apply for jobs, I'm like, oh, because I do work with like all black people. I mean, there's some white people, yeah. And then going to Atlanta, it's all black people. So it's like black and white. So it's like I was in education, so there's all different types of people or whatever. And so then I am the only black person, like, but I was like the only one in my row. I worked with the kids, so the other lady, she was black. But yeah, so that is something that I do think about though too. It's like, okay, am I gonna be like the only black person in this? Or I think about it more here. But yeah, down there is so many black people. So you're most likely gonna be working with black people. Like your doctors are black. So it's like up here it's kind of even different. Like you don't see it like that.
No.
So I wouldn't say I have too much experience with like me being like the only woman or like the only black person on a team. Honestly, no. So that's why I threw that to you.
So I know we talked about this in the beginning of the episode in a sense. Would you guys date your boss or would you date your coworker?
Oh yes.
I personally have never dated a coworker like in my professional settings. So I don't have any relatability to that. Do you?
But would you swipe
left or right on my coworker? It depends on who he is, like, and what department he works at. I got a coworker now that wants to date me, I think. And I'm like, no, ma'am, I don't eat and you know where I lay.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they say. Don't do that.
Yeah. I can't because we work too close together. Like, everybody at my job we do have different departments, but everybody still sees each other anyway, no matter what. Like, there is no, oh, you're going to be over here one day or in this office. I don't know. We're always going to cross paths. Mm-hmm. So I think right now, no. But if I were to be in a different setting, I really like somebody and like say he worked on a whole nother floor or something like that, maybe. But closely together or intimate like that, no. As far as my boss...
What you swiping?
If we can keep it professional and keep it keen, because I don't be seeing my boss like that. My boss be booked and busy. She's out and about. So if I had a boss like that, I'm not going to really see, maybe date them, maybe, just maybe. But I'm
not going to incriminate myself on the podcast. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that answer.
I'm screaming.
Well, I don't know, because I seen this dude, like, at the gym. I was like, oh, would I swipe him or whatever at the gym? I don't work at the gym. But I seen this dude that worked at the gym. I was like, okay, he's kind of cute. Would I swipe him or whatever? You could just see whatever, how that is. But I don't know if I would date somebody at my job. And then, but also, like I was saying before, my job is a lot of, like, women dominate. Like, it's dominated by women. So there's not that many men. So
mine either.
If there is men, you know, everybody going to try to be on that man. And child, I don't want
Same
it.
as my job. Any new little meat on the block, they on it, honey.
Yeah, y'all talk about men are high, women So yeah, if I seen the coworker, I might swipe, like, just for like a little razzle dazzle, just to see, like, you know. And if we match, it would just be like, oh, okay, well, I know he's feeling me or something like that. But if we don't match, it would go. But I don't know necessarily if I would date them, like, if we're on the same team or whatever, because you can, like, keep it professional. But, like, you know, people go to lunch with each other. People do different things like that. So that's kind of like having, like, a work husband, you know, kind of like that. So you can play it off like that. But I don't know. I haven't really been in a predicament where I have, like, I do know one job I did have. There was this, like, guy that I wasn't necessarily interested in him. I didn't really know him, but I would say, oh, he was cute, but he did work in like a different area than me. So, you know, like that could have been okay. But so because I didn't always see him, or I didn't know, but then I was like, I didn't know him, but I just knew about him.
Right.
Like, just from what people are telling me, but I never really interacted with him, honestly. So I think it just depends. And now that I'm older, probably most likely, because also I don't know where else I'm gonna find a man that with a good job. So I know, but that's another thing too.
Not at your job.
Because another thing is, like, do I want to date somebody at my job? Because I already know how much he make.
Right.
I know how much he make, and I need my man to make more than me. So yeah. But yeah, so you know how much he make, you know where he work, you know. So it's like a lot of things like that. But you know he has insurance, you know. So it's kind of like a pro and con. But if that boss makes more than me, child, I might have to. You think of what I have to do.
It depends on the setting and everything, like the environment. If we're always around each other, I'm gonna say no. If I don't see him that much, I might swipe right on you. If they swipe right on me in the first place, because I actually have had a superior on a dating app swipe on me, and I didn't even know, because they said they saw me, and I was like, did you swipe left or right on me? He was like, oh, I swiped right. And I was like, what? Like, my face was like, just
so you
shocked.
didn't swipe on them?
No.
You didn't see it?
I did see him, but I swiped left. Yes. And he told me that he saw me in person. Like, he was very bold, and I was bold too. And I was like, I saw you too, but I swiped left. He was like, oh, why? And I was like, because I'm not interested. Like, you're my boss technically. Like, we were in the same military unit, but he was my sergeant above me. So I was like, that's hella weird.
They be trying to holler.
They really do. I had two actually in my unit trying to holler at me. The one that helped me with my resume was still trying. He's still trying to get with me to this day. I'm like, no, ma'am.
Girl, you better go.
He got that government money too.
Period. Go get him.
He got 2 jobs.
Oh, period. Go get him.
Nah.
Why? 2 jobs. One to pay the bills and one
baggage.
to take care
of you. She got a daughter and all this other stuff.
We are children are not baggage.
I'm not. I know they're not.
I am not getting canceled for that.
They're not. But he's just not my type.
Oh, okay. Because he got a kid. But we're gonna digress.
No, I date men with kids. I do.
Okay, so if you have some kids, don't be afraid.
1 kid.
Okay, 1 child. Well, I'm team 0, so you're doing better than me, child. So I don't know, because I don't work, but volunteering, this dude try to hit on me. I'm like, why are you hitting on me? I'm so confused. I'm out here trying to work. You know what I'm saying? So
they don't care.
Yeah, that is crazy. Oh, one thing I forgot to say, if you listen to our last episode was about networking, I forgot to say volunteering is really good. Volunteering to get to know people, network or whatever. And like, even the workplace etiquette, I know sometimes they do have like volunteer things. You can go different places and do different things, you know. I would say in the workplace, like volunteer, get to know people in the other departments and stuff like that. Cause if you want to move up or different things like that, you could just kind of have that in there, in that space. You could like join committees. Now, don't be trying to join committees thinking you're going to get no raise, because baby, they don't do no raises, but you could put that on your resume. Right. And then always just like be kind, be nice and stuff, but like watch your back, protect yourself.
Oh yeah. People in corporate are snakes.
Yeah. And HR is there to protect the company and not for you. That's what I heard. So yeah, I would say workplace etiquette, just make sure.
Be replaced.
Yeah. Just make sure that, you kind of just navigate it with the mentality of like, you know what you're there for and you know what you want to do. Right. And take your vacation because you worked for it. Yes. And if you sick, call out.
Yes. Oh yeah. Take advantage of the PTO. I can't believe we didn't touch on that.
Yes.
Like that's definitely workplace etiquette. Don't be burnt out. Listen to our old podcast episodes about work-life balance, but that's part of it, is finding that time to decompress.
Yeah. Don't be burnt out and don't be stressed. If your job is where you live, you leave your job, you leave it at 5 o'clock and then you come home, because then, you know, you got to be soft at home. I'm just playing. Let me stop. So, yes, but leave it at work, you know, like don't overanalyze things, but document stuff to like remember what you're doing, like what you're adding to your resume or just anything that's happening. Right. I would also say to like, if you feel like you need it, try to meet with your boss. Try to like build that relationship, because when you go on different things like that, they're always gonna be asking for references and stuff. And try to build relationships with people, but like like networking, corporate relationships. Like try to build that, but just you could definitely keep it professional. Right. But also, if you do want to go to lunch, something like that, they ask to go to lunch. Like go and talk to people. Go and do things like go to lunch with people.
That's so true, because I had to be outspoken with my boss. I was like, you know, I've been with the company now for almost 3 years at this point. I got promoted in, you know, you selected me to be in this position, like coming from a contractor stand base. And I was like, now I'm trying to grow. So is there any way I can elevate myself? And she said she's going to try to get me into the leadership program to try to become more like a manager like her. So I was like, oh, that would be good. Like, even if I don't even become a manager, that's still good to even have on my resume just for those key points. Like, oh, she went through this leadership edge program or something like that, you know. And then like you said, the volunteer, like that's why I try to get into organizations, trying to become a mentor for a recent grad. I don't know if it's going to happen, but fingers crossed.
Did you get to join the leadership program, or has it not?
We haven't even started it yet. I had to bring it back up to her because she's been so busy. So I'm like, yeah, I really would like to get into something like that. I'm like, just something like, I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm just working. Like, no, like that's why some of my team members have gotten accolades, because they do the volunteer stuff. They take the time to go do these classes or go to these seminars and conferences and stuff like that. And I want to do that too. Oh
yes. Take advantage of the professional development in the workplace. Like I said, I don't know if it was, last episode I said I've been to like two conferences or something like that. And then actually before I left my last job, they wasn't going to pay for us to be a part of the organization. So if you're in, I'm just using higher education for an example. If you're in advising, like academic advisors, like a national advisors, if you're in student professional, like there's like NASPA, student affairs professionals. Like if you're an engineer, like National Society of Black Engineers, you know, like, so look at those professional organizations and see if your job will pay for you to be a part of those professional organizations. That's another community that you can get into, LinkedIn, Facebook, so that you can kind of build that stuff.
Especially
and
if
then
you're a black woman or black person in tech.
Yeah. And then there's so many conferences, so many events, so many things. Now, I'm not going to conference y'all to death, because a lot of conferences are very overwhelming, but as you're just in it, you're just kind of getting to know the industry. You're just kind of learning it. So I would say just do the workplace etiquette, just trying to learn everything, figure out what's going on, and then just trying to make those connections and build that. So then when you do go out to the space, if you want to grow, you want to kind of go to the next level, your next job, you already have that foundation, right, to be able to do that. So, that's what I would say. And find a mentor.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now. Actually, is be a mentor and find a mentor.
Yeah. Be a mentor and find a mentor. That sounds like a good organization. Mm-hmm. Be a mentor, find a mentor. That sounded cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a couple of mentors, but I would like to get some more mentors because the mentors I have are in my profession.
I'm mentoring. I want to mentor people on things I've already been through, like the whole schooling and stuff like that, and like integrating into the workplace. Now I need a mentor because I'm in like an intermediate level. I'm trying to go more to like distinguished and like advanced.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
I'm not a novice anymore.
I'm not entry level no more. So I'm like, I feel like mid. I'm like mid level, but then it's like, how do I get to mid to the expertise? But that's why I was saying, like, I'm in the process of kind of like changing my industry. So it's like my mentors are in my old industry. So now I need to find mentors in my new industry.
That's what I'm doing
trying
too.
to do. Yeah. So that's kind of what my process is now. I would love to be a mentor, and I was a mentor. Actually, I think my mentee still lives here, so maybe I should reach out to her. But yeah, I had a mentee in grad school, and I've actually thought about doing a whole mentor program. Like I've created it, but I just haven't really fleshed it out. But
did you ever do Big Brother, Big Sister?
No, I didn't.
I was gonna say you seem like the type.
I didn't, but it's crazy because I was about to do it, but then I moved. So actually, I was gonna do it in Atlanta, but then I moved. So then I came up here and I really just went to one community thing or whatever, and it's like you could do it again. I could do the training, but yeah, I haven't did it, but I would love to be like a big brother, big
that's
sister.
What I'm trying to do now with the recent grad.
Yeah, I'm applying. Yeah, and it's like they're so young right now, so I want to do like college age. So I really would love to do like mentoring for college age women. You know, that's kind of what I have in my mind. But I don't have it fleshed all the way out. But to do like a program like that, but yeah, I think mentorship is really big. And so I've had like a couple of people I've talked to and helped them and stuff like that. But it's like, you know, you have to kind of get to a certain level. And I'm like, y'all, I have free time now, and so y'all need to use my free time now,
right?
Because when I'm getting up there, I don't know if I'm gonna have that much free time, but. You know, I'm doing all this so I can have more time.
I don't know how you got free time now with all the projects you do.
Well, yeah.
Like Superwoman with a cape.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. But I feel like I can give more now than I could because, you know, I don't know how busy I am. You know, married, kids, traveling, like.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be another next level. So, yeah, but that's where I'm at with it now,
So yeah, guys, we hope that you all enjoyed this episode, us talking about all this workplace etiquette, especially for our new recent grads, or if you are just starting to develop in your career, because, you know, we aren't exactly experts, but we know a lot. So yeah, we're just giving our experiences, our advice, and you can kind of take them with a grain of salt. But yeah.
Or you could take it all. But yeah, let us know in the comments what is your first job, like what you graduated with. Let us know if you have any questions that we can probably ask, because we are supposed to say we are experts. We're experts in the field of navigating adulthood.
Yes.
But yeah, let us know if y'all have any questions about conferences, organizations, or something like that to like help y'all prep with getting entry level jobs or resume or questions like that
as well.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Follow us on social media, the Black Girls Den podcast, Black Girls Den TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and just ask us questions on there, and we would love to respond on a video for y'all.
And make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and turn on your post notifications so you all are updated and alert with every episode that we air
every Wednesday
at 5 p.m.
Yes.
So yeah, as you know, guys, we always end our episodes with a little fun segment. So we are going to be doing Lyrically Correct today. So
you tried to play me last time. So if you didn't watch that, go watch that. I knew the answer.
Hopefully this won't be that bad, because child, I don't be knowing lyrics like that. So I'll let her pick a card first.
Oh, then can I even get it? Hopefully we haven't had these already. If someone is swagging and surfing, they are clean like what?
If someone is swagging and surfing, they
swag. I'm surf. Swag. I'm surfing.
And they are clean like what?
Yeah, they are clean like what?
A surfboard?
Surfboard. That's Beyonce. No. Dish detergent.
Dish detergent.
Yeah,
what?
I don't remember.
They say that song in the song?
I swear. I don't know, because they be like, find your friend, swag. I'm sorry. I don't know what they be saying, but that's what they said. I'm swagging, I'm surfing. I'm swagging, I'm on that body. I'm swag. I don't know what they say.
Yeah, I don't remember about no dish detergent.
The surfboard, only surfboard I know is Beyonce.
Right.
Surfboard. Surfboard.
We might have to ask another question.
No, you.
I'm over here. I'm tripping.
It's your turn. Let's see if I can get it.
If she don't get this.
Not too much.
What's it going to a goblin?
Nothing. You ain't there, nothing. Lil Wayne up in this thing. Okay,
that was good.
You want to do another one?
Yes.
If Nas and Lauryn Hill ruled the world, what would they do? If I ruled the world.
Oh my God.
Oh, I know this song there. If I ruled the world.
My mind is going blank.
I would.
Cancel my black card.
Clearly.
If I would be free, something like all the kids or something like that.
Yes, they're free all their sons.
Okay.
You got 75%.
Okay. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I was trying to say I would free all the boys, but I was like, okay, your turn.
Okay.
Let's see what this question is.
What did Biggie tell you to do after you throw your rollie in the sky?
I'm so sorry, R.I.P. to Biggie, but I have no idea. Biggie died in 96 or 95, so.
Yeah, you was barely born.
Yeah, I wasn't, so I wouldn't know that one.
Wave them side to side.
Oh, okay, no child. But
throw your rollie in the sky, wave them side to side.
You know that song? Hold on, how's it go? Throw the rollie in the sky, wave them side to side.
Yeah, I don't know what song it is, but that's what he says.
What did Biggie tell you to do to throw your wave him? Yeah, but all I know is Biggie Mama said if she see.
And who was wearing a rollie back then besides him? Who could afford a rollie now?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm like. What's a rollie? It's the
Rolex.
I just want a rollie.
It's a $50,000 watch. Who was wearing a $50 watch back in the 90s?
Biddy.
Exactly.
And Biggie said, "Oh, was it Biggie?" Biggie Mama said if she see Diddy, she want to slap him in his face. She said that. She said I'd slap the taste out of his mouth.
Ooh. Go Biggie's mom.
Free Biggie Mama. And she ain't even do nothing. But yeah. Oh. Now we have our affirmations. Oh, I already did this one.
Mine's pretty simple. This one goes with it.
I think you already did that one. That was Gabby Douglas.
Well, my affirmation is simple. Make it happen.
Oh, yeah. I think we did that one too. But no matter what you look like or think you look like, you're special and loved and perfect just the way you are.
Okay.
Ariel Winter.
I like that.
Yeah.
Goes with the microaggressions. Because
okay. No matter what you look like, show up as yourself, be yourself, and you will be yourself.
Yep.
Alicia, that's who quoted that one. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy this episode. Make sure y'all check back in every Wednesday, 5 a.m. for audio, 5 p.m. for YouTube video. Share with your friends, share with your colleagues, your coworkers. We like to have a good time over here. We want to support and chat with y'all and talk about, career, profession, but we also have fun. This is a Black girl den. So yeah.
It's a safe space.
Hopefully you all like our setup. We got some pompous, whatever we got some mics for y'all. We got some lighting for y'all,
And more things are coming.
We got some good vibes for y'all. And we cannot forget, we got some mugs and we have some wine glasses for y'all. So there'll be the link in the description below. And it's 15% off your first purchase. So make sure you go and support another Black girl entrepreneur and support us, the Black Girls Den podcast. Listen to us, share us, and we might be coming to a city near you. Period. Bye.